Welcome in, everybody. It's good to be back. I haven't cast a bingo league match yet this season, so figure we'll start today. We've got Division B2 match between Hewhoamareismyself and Madotsuki.
Hi.
Should be a good one. I've been very impressed by the level of play from everyone, like honestly everyone at all divisions. Don't be thinking that just because it's not an A division game, you're not going to be seeing some A game here. Anyway, I think I'm all set up and ready to go, so if you two are ready to go, got anything you want to say before we start? Feel free, otherwise go ahead and deafen up and I'll give you one last ready check in the room.
I just want to say that I was apparently muted for the last 10 minits and I don't think I had any idea.
Oh, nice. And now you'll be muted for the next hour.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna deafen. Peace.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've cast the UFO 50 bingo site has changed its layout quite a bit. I kind of had to make some quick changes to my scene here, but here's our bingo card for this match today. So our very hard goals, we've got the Valbrace and Ninpet goals kind of hanging around the center there. Generals, we're looking at 4 gold discs, 8 bosses from games on this card, 8 gifts, 2 levels in 6 games, and the role player goal. Kind of some synergy along that diagonal with the Valbrace very hard and the role player. The Valbrace very hard inherently involving 2 level ups for role player. So yeah, we're looking like some potential synergy there. Could see some plays on that diagonal. But we'll see where our racers start, as I believe we're about ready to begin. Here comes the final countdown. And where do our racers go to begin? Hewhoamareismyself going into Campanella 2. And Madotsuki going over to... Oh, it's a Campanella 2 race! We are both fighting for that center tile. So let's see here. Campanella 2. We're both runners here. And yeah, we're looking at, that center tile is the only reason to be here, really. You could go, make levels progress too. Could go into more woods to pick up the friendship bracelet for gift progress, but very far from the fastest gift on this card. So I think this is both players just going for board control, just looking to control that center tile to both make as many bingo threats as possible and block opposing bingo threats as efficiently as possible. Because, naturally 4 potential bingo lines pass through that center. And I was commenting about the potential synergy between role player and the Valbrace very hard in row 4, column 2. So we are seeing quite a bit of going through the red caves here. Hewhoamareismyself taking quite a bit of damage, though. I believe this is just the Burrows 1 exit cave, and he's already down to 3 HP. It's definitely quite a bit lower than you want to be. But he is looking like he's a fair bit ahead here. Looking to get to Burrows 2 and hopefully maybe, find a quick shop. Whereas Madotsuki is just now initiating the final section, the escape from Burrows 1. Madotsuki is doing a lot better on cash, though. Hewhoamareismyself right now only has 115 coins, and I don't know that that's going to be enough to actually buy anything out of this shop, unless he gets really lucky. And yeah, we're seeing a little bit more money farming here. Getting up to 150. Gotta watch those missiles. Those missiles, I believe, deal 4 damage, so they will kill Hewhoamareismyself at this point. Oh, and he's running low on fuel, so this could get dicey. He knows where the shop is, but he wants a little bit more money just to make sure. He might be okay. He's gonna go for a couple kills here. And Madotsuki is now in Burrows 2 with a lot more money. All right, it all comes down to what's in this shop. There is a cross. He can buy it. Okay, he's gonna buy that and is going to get the snipe. Madotsuki is gonna stick in here though. We saw pause come out, but it looks like she is going to stick with staying in here maybe for gift and level progress. But that is a good start for Hewhoamareismyself, getting essentially a 3-minute time advantage from Madotsuki, working towards a goal that she got sniped on moments before reaching that. And we're going into Mooncat. There are 2 Mooncat goals on this card. Spawn 3 different sets of egg blocks and use 3 warps. Both pretty quick Mooncat goals. So, yeah, we're going to see Hewhoamareismyself picking up 2 potentially pretty fast tiles here. This is also going to be level progress. That's already 2 levels done for Mooncat here. Yeah, Hewhoamareismyself did not stick around and finish Burrows 2 for levels progress, though, which, yeah, Madotsuki looks like she is going to pick up that level progress. Running out of fuel here, but plenty of money in the bank to just burn the coins through, burn through the coins. We'll also be seeing a gift pickups. Oh, okay. You can still get up there if you do like a dash off of this, and then a coyote jump. In fact, this is the way you want to do this. It's faster than going out of the top, but if you're not used to the timing on how to jumps, it can be a little tricky. Okay, oh, this is... Madotsuki's health situation is not great. Down to 2 HP. Everything's gonna one-shot her from this point. These Rotundo bombs do 2 damage. These bouncing spike bombs do 4 damage. These jellyfish do 2 damage. These little oil blobs do 2 damage. Yeah, she's gotta play really safe, and the bomb spam is relentless. Does make it through, though. And okay, there's a warp for Hewhoamareismyself that is going to be a gift for Mooncat. But there's 2 levels done for Campanella 2. I imagine we'll likely go over to Moira Woods and try and pick up the friendship bracelet for a gift and then leave. Don't think there's really any good reason to stay beyond that. Oh, okay, so almost left, but we're gonna look for the friendship bracelet. Which, yeah, it's a tough call for Madotsuki's position here. It feels bad to stay in this longer for gift progress, but that is a fast gift pickup. So there we go. I imagine we'll see a pivot out of Campanella 2 at this point. As we move on to covering Party House. I don't think that's on the card. Where we're going? Barbuda? No? Oh no, we're going to Mooncat! Oh, this is gonna be devastating. This is just gonna be even more snipes. Hewhoamareismyself is already so far ahead on this goal. So, unless Madotsuki's, a certified Mooncat speedrunner here, and makes up the difference, which it's a pretty substantial difference here. Yeah, she will at least get 2 levels. In fact, she just hit 2 levels right there by reaching the cutscene. So that's some level progress. But yeah, this is gonna be rough. Oh yeah, Madotsuki did also get 1 boss for Campanella 2. I'm killing Rotunda. Yeah, the spacing on these blocks can be a little finicky. There we go. Egg block. And another warp. And yep, there's the double mark. And that's a quick 3-0 advantage for Hewhoamareismyself. Going to be leaving immediately, not sticking around for the gold disc. We're moving over to Seaside Drive. And, okay, oh yeah, Madotsuki's gonna pivot out and go into... Oh, please don't tell me Seaside Drive. Oh no, she's in the bottom right corner. Okay, it's Cyber Owls. Whew! I was really worried for a second that we were gonna see yet another chain in the snipe. Okay, no, not Cyber Owls. Going to Bug Hunter. Okay, I didn't quite catch did Madotsuki get to a warp during her time in Mooncat? Did she pick up the gift there? That is the one thing I kind of missed there. Okay, she did get the, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Let's mark that off. So we're going into Bug Hunter, complete a job with your energy maxed out. Looks like she's looking to block this, center column bingo threat, potentially. I imagine she's not looking to block on Overbold Gold Disc, considering that her one comment before the match started was, my goal is to not spend 30 minutes in Overbold today. So, Bug Hunter may be looking a little more appealing, but this goal can be tricky if you're not particularly Bug Hunter pilled. You need to be very efficient on your energy management and on your just action economy in general. We do see collect in the module shop, which is like, this is honestly like the only goal that I think collect is even a particularly noteworthy module. In this for this goal, it's even pretty good, except it's considerably less good when you have Quasnars in play and you're having to deal with anti-energy. So, and we are gonna take a quick reset there. So this is, Seaside Drive coming up, which we will be, that is a, boss defeated for Hewhoamareismyself. And, we will also be picking up a gift in addition to this goal. Just have to keep this coin from falling off the bottom as we take out these bricks. Not too hard to do, but, you know, you've got to be careful. It's easy to accidentally let the coin fall if you're trying too hard to optimize shooting the bullets as much as possible. We also have score 70,000 points for Seaside Drive, which we may see him stick around for that. That's +1 gift for Hewhoamareismyself, bringing the gift count up to 2. Is currently holding the tile. Unfortunately, we're seeing another reset for Madotsuki on this Bug Hunter. Yeah, I want to say 70k you can get by the end of stage 2. Yeah, we're already only 9k away from this at this point. Spiritual, yes I have, actually. I was waffling about it, and I decided to sign up for it. You know, I have like a million things I'm trying to do at once, but what's a million and one, you know? Okay, nice energy push kill. We are going to see a pink or a orange evolve, though, and Armadons can be pretty rough. So there's a pretty nice setup here with these cubes. That'll do a lot of kills here. Oh, gonna go for the push instead. Okay. And okay, 25 more points for who are Hewhoamareismyself, and there we go, that's 70k. And that's the double mark. And yeah, this is looking real rough for Madotsuki. We are looking at a 5-0 score right now. And yeah, this bug hunter goal is being a bit of a struggle. Interesting, we're continuing to go through here. Oh, okay, we're looking to make levels progress. So maybe Hewhoamareismyself is looking for this center column bingo threat. And if Madotsuki can't make this this bug hunter goal happen soon, that threat may become pretty real pretty quickly. Yeah, this is also going to be boss progress for defeat 8 bosses from games on this card goal. Ooh, taking a death there. It doesn't really matter at this point. I can't imagine Hehu is looking to go all the way for a gold disc or anything here. This is probably just kill the boss, finish the stage, move on. So that is a boss kill. That is... Yep, okay, yeah, we see the stage clear and we quit out. So where are we heading to next? Going over to Star Waspir. We got score 50,000 points at the bottom left. Okay, so not really looking for bingo threats right now, just looking to scoop up quick goals right now. Although, again, this does, you know, potentially line up for a threat on the diagonal. Okay, this is looking like a fairly good spot for Madotsuki here. Ooh, I would have loved to see that snipe bot to full clear the that job, or that day rather. A snipe and a move would have been a nice full clear there. Now we've got Armadons, and Armadons are kind of hard to handle efficiently. We've maxed out energy, but we're only just keeping even with necessary pace here. Okay, gonna use the shift here. Looks like yeah, gotta raise a tile, and then gonna take the Flores kill here. Yeah, that's 4 kills for the day. Looking pretty solid. We do have power up in the store, which is like one of the perfect answers for Armadons. Honestly, I think if I'm in Madotsuki's shoes here, I am looking to take that power up to make the Armadons manageable. I think getting 4 additional energy after picking that up shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think the play here is to buy the diagonal and move into that two stack there. Then the snipe from here can kill the Armadon on the low ground. Okay, this works too. But we are gonna be seeing some eggs happening here, so gonna have to keep those under control. Meanwhile, Hewhoamareismyself, halfway through stage 2 in Star Waspir, looks like gonna hit that 50k no problem once the stage is once we hit the end of the stage, most likely. Oh, I believe that is Star Waspir gift as well. Sorry, I accidentally scrolled the card a bit there. We also, yeah, we also did kill a boss in Star Waspir. Once this boss is down, oh, okay, we are out of lives though, so, but once this boss is down, I believe this should be, another 2 levels and another additional boss. Kind of a little close here on some of these swing arounds though. Okay, but there we go. That is 2 levels done. That is another boss. That is 50k. 2 levels in Star Waspir. Ooh, this egg is not in a good spot considering the current modules that yeah, okay, we do have an answer here. I think taking that florist kill is wise here. You do still need to make sure you're beating the day. Yeah, you can move over there, buy the diagonal attack. And now, if you can just manage 4 kills here and picking up 2 additional energy, you can just finish the day from here. Either that or you have to take out all 3 of these eggs that are currently on the field. It's rough, but it's absolutely doable from here. I think the play is probably to go for killing the eggs. But, okay, wait, maybe we've seen a line? I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, wait, okay, no, yeah, the dash move, you can move across the 2 cubes, raise the ground below you, and shoot the floors for the win. Yeah, there we go. She's got it. And that is gonna be Madotsuki on the board. Make sure you collect the gift. There we go, gift collected. And I don't imagine we're going to stick around for job 2. Yeah, meanwhile, we've got He Who MREs in Big Bellers. Oh no, we're back to the snipes! This is far too late to be trying to do this goal. He Who MREs is already 2 laps deep. As long as he doesn't accidentally touch a booster, this is just going to be a solid minute of wasted time for Madotsuki. Well, can at least still stick around and get the win on the race for the gift, but, well, yeah, the gift race is so... Oh! I think it... Did He Who MREs Myself touch a booster? He just reset. I think he might have bumped a booster. Okay, well, and now the shoe's on the other foot. Okay, and he's actually just gonna abandon Big Bell Race. Alright. The Madotsuki sticks is not going to be wasting her time here after all. We are going over to Caramel to clear Dino Planet. Oh, and this is really nice because if you want 2 levels, you can just do... Oh yeah, and he's actually even starting with that. He's doing one of the transition levels for a fast level clear, and then gonna go do Dino Planet for level number 2. Probably not the order I would recommend. You know, you don't want to... You probably want to avoid risking, you know, getting sniped by your opponent and do the tile that's the explicit goal first. But in this case, it's not going to really matter. So that is a gift as well for Madotsuki for winning the first race. And she is in the lead on the gift race, as far as I can tell. Looks like we're gonna stick around for a second level, which will even up the level count for now. Though that's considering He Who MREs Myself's approach here, that is not gonna stay even for long. Yep. Okay. So there we go. That's an orb shower level done, and now we just go on to Dino Planet. Hey, Otaro, thank you for the 85, it's a 68-month streak. We're between the 2 funny numbers. Goddamn. Why couldn't you get the 68 skip and just hit the funny number? It's fine. I forgive you. Alright, anyway, I believe that was the second level for Big Bell Race done. Oh no! Not again! It keeps happening! Oh, it just keeps happening! This is so unfortunate for Madotsuki. She is just constantly in the same game, like, a minute later. And, yeah, this is an auto-scroller, so it would take a death from Hewhoamareismyself to, for this to not just be, like, 2.5 minutes of wasted time for Madotsuki. Which, granted, very much a possibility. Caramel Caramel is not the easiest game in the world. Oh, and, yep, there we go. There's, Hewhoamareismyself taking a hit from the egg there, and we're already past the health refill for this stage, so he's got to do the rest of this stage hitless. And the boss can be tricky. Speaking of, he is coming up on the boss, like, just after these laser barriers, I believe. Yeah, just got these little guys to get past. And then we'll be at the boss, which, again, boss is fairly chaotic, so a lot of things can potentially go wrong here. We'll see if Hewhoamareismyself can keep it together here. Watch out. Oh, and the immediate crash into a skull as soon as the boss starts. Well, and once again, just like with Big Bell Race, now we've flipped the script here. Now it's Hewhoamareismyself who's looking to maybe potentially be wasting a lot of time. Although I imagine if he gets sniped on this, he likely just goes and does the other orb shower to finish the level progress. Assuming that he doesn't just finish out Dino Planet anyway. Which, depending when this happens, if this snipe happens. Madotsuki is looking a lot better, though, going into the boss with full health. So, you know, has a little bit of a buffer here. Okay, Madotsuki playing a little less aggressively, kind of hanging back. It does make reacting to these skulls a lot easier to do. Okay, one of the generators is down. Both of them are down. Ooh, those were some good dodges on those skulls. Okay. Oh, gets hit by the arrow. Okay, that's the one hit of buffer room we had available. Oh, that was close! Both on the bouncing bullet and on the arrow there. Okay, another picture coming in. More arrows flying. Okay, not a lot of damage on that cycle, but we're still looking okay for now. I think we just need one more photo, if even. Oh, okay, there we go. Madotsuki actually does clutch it out and manages to avoid the snipe, thanks to Hewhoamareismyself dropping a death there. So, the sniper becomes the snipey here. Assuming, of course, that she marks it immediately. Which she does. And she's making the play to do the orb shower now. Okay, and Hewhoamareismyself at the boss now is going to... Oh, no, okay, canceling the play on the orb shower. Hewhoamareismyself is going to finish this out, though, for the level progress. That is also a boss kill for Madotsuki, going up to 2 bosses. And this is the kind of situation where, like, this can absolutely, like, you know... This can absolutely tilt you, like, when you die on the boss like this and then get sniped, like, as you're approaching the boss for a second attempt. Oh, and he just runs into the skulls a couple times. And is not going to go for a, second level to finish out the level progress. So, yeah, that orb shower play just really not working out there. And, yeah, we've got Mortal... Oops. I forgot to update the Caramel there, but, okay, we're going back into Test Lens and doing Orb Shower B to finish up the 2 levels. So Mortal, we've got clear all levels in World 1. That's inherently going to give progress towards beating 2 levels in 6 different games. Yeah, this, for the first, like, 15-20 minutes of this was dominantly Hewhoamareismyself's game. But a couple of fumbles and lucky snipes from Madotsuki, you know, she's staying in this. 3-tile disadvantage is still quite a lot to have to overcome, but it's definitely within reach here. And Hewhoamareismyself is actually kind of struggling on this orb tower. We were down to 1 hit. But I think it's just it just has to make it through these missiles now. Yeah, that's the end of the level. Okay. So that is going to be 2 levels done for Caramel. And don't get me wrong, Madotsuki definitely is still on the back foot. There is, she has exactly 1 bingo threat available to her, and 0 progress on that bingo threat, which Hewhoamareismyself is going to block right now, going straight into Barbuda for speak to 2 Bean NPCs. That is going to block that column 4 play. And this is a pretty quick goal. That said, we are about to see a 2nd level done for Mortal, which will be progress towards the General. Hewhoamareismyself does have the advantage, though, currently sitting at 4 games with 2 levels beaten. Madotsuki just about to hit her 4th. If Hewhoamareismyself focuses levels after this Barbuda goal, I think he could finish that off pretty quickly. He also still has a few bingo threats available to him. I think most notably the bottom left to top right is a potentially significant threat, provided that he is okay with the Valbrace very hard. Yeah, that's 1 NPC done. These mushrooms giving him a little trouble. But it looks like he's going to get through him now. Just got to get down to the shopkeeper a couple screens over from here. Oh, it's the Red Phantom! But yeah, just down here is going to be NPC number 2. Just got to jump over this guy here and get inside, and there we go. And that is going to be Madotsuki's only remaining potential bingo threat off of the board. She now has no choice but to try and win by majority. Which, that's a tall order from this state, but I've seen wilder things happen. Pulling up the terminal, we are going to Slim Tank for Warp Tank in the bottom right. Looks like we are wanting to maybe build the potential threat on the bottom row. Again, not, oh, wait. Nope. Oh, okay. Why are we going into Warp Tank Vanilla? Oh, okay. There's 2 Warp Tank tiles. I just noticed the, there's also the healing sector one up top. And that one does require playing the game vanilla. Unfortunately, unfortunately, this Slim Tank tile is impossible. There is no Azon sector. Judge. Call an admin. Wait, shit. Okay, let me poke Matt about that real quick. Okay. Matt has been poked. He's the one in charge of maintaining that, so. But yeah, unfortunately, this this is a deceptive non-synergy set of warp tank goals. This is like the hard tokenized set of goals for warp tank. All 3 of those levels are extreme late game. You will not reach them in normal warp tank play. Okay, we just did 1 level and then bailed. Guess we're, oh, okay. I think this is a level rush now. I think we're gonna be a level rush or gift rush. This is both going to be a quick gift and a quick 2 levels. Oh, also, Madotsuki is now done with 2 levels in Mortal. Ooh, there's an interesting solution to this lift situation in going on Mortal. I just noticed Madotsuki's life situation. I'm not sure she's gonna be able to finish this level from here, especially if she skips that level, that 5 pickup. Oh, and uses a bomb instead of a stone for this part. Yeah, no, you need that? I'm pretty sure she can't win from here. Like, she can get past this lift here, but I think there's just more obstacles that require sacrifices after this point. Yep, there's nothing she can do. This is unfortunately gonna be a game over. So 1 level done for Hewhoamareismyself, which is going to be the gift as well for that. And once he finishes the 2nd level, he'll be looking pretty good on his levels. We'll be up to Seaside Drive, Star Wasper, Mooncat. And what am I forgetting here? Oh, Caramel, yeah. And then Big Bell Race, so that'll be up to 5. Just 2 more laps to go here. Oh, this bomb could cause some problems. And there we go. Okay, that is gonna be 2 levels done on Big Bell Race. And we're going over to Overbold. Oh yeah, this is going to be a very fast 2 levels. And potentially going for the gold disc, I think, yeah, I think we might be looking to put some some pressure on this bottom row here. This can also be some boss progress. That's 1 level done for Overbold. Okay, we're immediately going up to $500 with just a projectile defense. I think that could be a little sketchy here. Usually I'm more of a fan of going for like extra mines if you want to go into the 500 for round 2, but as long as you play it carefully, it's not going to be too bad. These toucan spiders, kind of annoying, but you know, the projectile blocker is going to help with that. Oh, the explosion hitting Alpha's baby toe. Okay, we've made it back to the same spot in Mortal 1C with a much better life count. And we are pretty much at the end of the level, so this should be done pretty shortly here. Yeah, just need to get across this spike pit, which with 9 lives should not be too much of a problem. Does fall into the spikes there, but that's not a big deal. Oh, does take the death from the platform being overloaded, but okay. All the enemies are off the platforms at this point. You can just kind of walk forward, and there we go. That's going to be Another mark for Madotsuki here. But, yeah, the problem is, oop, okay, well, Hewhoamareismyself is kind of struggling with Overbold here. Madotsuki double-checking the gift requirement for Mortal. Maybe thinking about doing some gifts here. Yeah, I think, Hewhoamareismyself also wanting the gift here, so trying to rush that 500 cost. Okay, gonna be grabbing extra bombs this time, which is generally how I prefer to go for this. Okay, we're going into Cyber Owls for that, Clear Moscow with 1200. That is so many Jack-o'-lantern bombs. Ooh, that was a little close there. Cutting a little close on some of these explosions. Yeah, that bomb's gonna be pretty juicy. There we go. And just a bunch of whales here. That should be fairly manageable from this point on. And yeah, we are gonna see that second level done, which I believe will let Hewhoamareismyself take the 2 levels goal. That's also the gift. And yeah, that's 2 levels over bold, so he is ready to mark that. Doesn't seem to be marking it right away though. Not sure if he realizes what his count's at. But yeah, we are definitely wanting this gold disc now. Okay, kind of walking into that explosion, playing pretty aggressively here. It's kind of working out though. Though still on fairly low health. Ooh, that pumpkin bomb there almost crashing into him. Should be easy cleanup from here. There we go. Alright. Is gonna go ahead and mark the 2 levels. Well, this is a fairly aggressive rate hike considering we're still on base starting health. You know, does have some protections with the, you know, like the lava protection, the projectile protection, the explosion protection. But, you know, I am still a little spooked for Hewhoamareismyself here. And the medkits will spawn eventually, but I think it's a little dicey to be relying on medkits spawning after like what is it, like 30 seconds? And yep, there's the explosion kill. Okay, so we've gotten the gift and the levels though. Are we gonna stick with this? We're thinking about it, we're leaving. Alright. Checking gift count. Yep, we're at 5. So perhaps we are looking to pivot into just cleaning up some of the generals, getting some gifts. Maybe some bosses. Going into Ninpek. Okay, yeah, this is definitely gift rush then. The Ninpek goal on the card is a terminal goal, and you definitely don't want to do this without the terminal code. So this is probably 3 sandwiches and dip. Madotsuki kind of struggling a little bit. Like this, 400 points is a little bit low for this point. Okay, no, I thought we had already gotten the key card. This is, no, this is still good, but we gotta get through these, next couple of rooms without getting caught. Okay, 1 more sandwich, and that'll be a gift for Hewhoamareismyself. There's the gift. Ninpek done. We're going over to Cyber Owls. Oh, are we gonna go for this goal? Or are we just looking to die and do a quick gift? Because if he's gonna contest this goal, if he has a good idea of how to approach this, Madotsuki could be in trouble here. Okay, no, we are just going for a quick death for the gift. So yeah, we are definitely just looking for fast gifts. Yeah, I think he who Amaris myself, kind of realizing there's a strong advantage here, and he can kind of just play the majority, and you know, just your opponent's always going to have some progress towards the generals, so you can kind of rob them of some time by just going for those. And there's the gift for Cyber Owls. So just one more gift needed at this point, I believe. And it's Quibble time! So there's a little play you can do here. You want to go 2 rounds, because the game will assure that a Quibble you've sponsored shows up in a race at some point. So by going 2 rounds and sponsoring a Quibble round 1, that Quibble will be guaranteed to show up on round 2. Doesn't really matter what you bet on this round, you just want this round to be over quickly. Oh. And, hold on. A little bit of buffering from Madotsuki, Okay, yeah, hold on. She dropped from the call. Let me call a pause here. Oh, and let's pause the timer. Okay. Okay. Looks like we should be good again. Alright, so, continuing on, we've got... Yep, there we go, Rotumbo. It's time for Rotumbo to do his Rotumbo-y thing. We're gonna... Oh, Rotumbo's kind of not very favored to win this, though, and El Rey is on the field as well. But, okay, yeah, just pilling Rudolph, hopefully he just crashes into El Rey. Not quite fast enough. And yeah, that's gonna be a reset and try again. Oh, let's get the timer running again. I don't think I paused the timer correctly. It looks like it just snapped forward. Hold on. Okay, there. That should be about the right time. If it comes down to something close, we'll recheck the time on that, but... Yeah, I almost feel like the play there was to poison El Rey. Okay, so I think Madotsuki is still looking good on pace here, though. It does need to make sure she's earning points from here, though. And yep, that is going to be 8 gifts. So, Hewhoamareismyself going up to 9 points here. And the door is starting to narrow. For Madotsuki here. And we're going back to Warp Tank. And... Hello? Okay, okay, Discord, whatever you say. So yeah, we're just gonna be going back to clean up that that healing sector goal, and then maybe make progress on the you know, potentially punching in Slim Tank and doing that that second goal. As I started to say before, though, this is actually kind of anti-synergy because all three of those goal sectors are super late into the game. So you're way better off just using Slim Tank, whereas this first goal requires explicitly not using Slim Tank. There we go, that's Piston Sector done. Just needs to do one additional level. Okay, and between the remaining levels, rooms rather, for Madotsuki, she just needs to get 1.5 rooms worth of credit. You need 900 points going to the Hakuun fight. Ooh, tight squeeze around those saw blades for Hewhoamareismyself there. I'm gonna grab the checkpoint for safety, and we'll be coming up on the end of Junior Sector here pretty soon. And there we go, up to 850. So yeah, just needs at least 900 points. Gonna grab the coffee there just for the swag, I guess. And there we go. That's 4 levels done. So that's gonna unlock healing sector. Yeah, skipping the cutscene there with the quick reset once the save icon pops up. So just gotta make sure you swing by over to the pink tank here, and then you're gonna want to go up and to the right. Nope, that's tower sector. Healing sector is gonna be up and to the right. He who murders myself doesn't know where healing sector is. Nope, this is not the right way. Madotsuki kind of this last room can be a little tricky if you're not using your tranquilizer darts to knock some of the guards out. I think the route I take doesn't even get any points in this room at all, just because it's kind of a pain. I mean, the resource dock already has a map pointing you to healing sector, so. Oh no! Was that a death? Did we have a death there? Oh no. That was so much time invested into Cyber Owls to just have to bail. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, nearly 13 minutes in Cyber Owls. And where are we heading to now? We're going back in. Well, hopefully, you know, can run back some of these rooms a little more efficiently. Now that we've gone through most of it once. God, I hate the worms so much. Okay, there we go. Worms down, and yeah, Hewhoamareismyself just gotta get through the rest of this level. We're about halfway through healing sector here. Oh, can't sit there. Fire will get you. Okay, looks like we're going to some extra rooms here. This is not a room you normally see on this goal. I want to be out of there before those guards wake up, though. Ooh, and unfortunately does just get spotted and bails out a different entrance, so that is just going to be 0 points for that extra room. And that was some resources spent. Use some tranquilizer darts to try and get some points out of this room. So Yeah, very unfortunate. Oh, and this does not look good. Yeah, that's gonna be a death. Those searchlights just activating every guard in this entire massive room. And now she's playing super aggressively to just try and find an exit. Looks like we'll be able to get to... Whoop. Guards, little friendly fire there. But there we go, that's healing sector done. So that is going to be another tile lit up for Hewhoamareismyself. And we're bailing, and we are going to... Could just punch in the terminal code, play more Warp Tank. But we've gone back to the menu, so maybe we're looking at something else. Sliding around, and we land on... Okay. Vanger. Vanger is... Okay, yeah, it's up in the top left. We've got to obtain the Force mod from Verde Sector. It's a little bit more of a long-winded one. There are a lot of fast bosses that you can pick up here, though. Oh, ran into... Okay. Yeah, if she had run into the boss room with less than 900 points, then it's as good as over. Like, Hakoon gives 300 points. There's no additional source of points once you're in the boss room. So if she just walked into the boss room without getting points for that room, then yeah, that's unfortunately... Gotta reset that. So yeah, we kind of saw Madotsuki going for some extra rooms there, but unfortunately I don't think she actually got any points, any extra points from them. 400 is still the pretty normal amount to be at when you reach this room on this goals route. So still gonna have to play these rooms pretty well, and oh, also she's already, yeah, after the mishap in the larger storage room, she does not have any lives here, so 1 health. Oh, are we going for the damage boost here? We're going for damage boost. Okay, never mind, we're not. Abort. Yeah, which, you know, always important to emphasize. Like, there are, you know, optimal ways to do every goal in every game, but don't waste time doing, you know, going for stuff just because it's the best thing to do. You gotta always play to your skill level, to your comfort levels. Yeah, we're kind of clearing this room out. Are we going for... Okay, no, we're not going to be going for the despawn glitch here. There's been a fairly recently discovered way to despawn much of the entities in this room. Not in the old way that you may have seen if you've been around for me doing runs of dying on the screen transition, or like flipping on the screen transition and then dying and respawning in the wrong room. If you just pause the game on the right frame as you hit the screen transition, it also deloads everything. But yeah, we will be doing the heat mod room in the good old-fashioned normal way here. We'll grant a gift, though that's no longer relevant at this point. But more importantly, the heat mod is going to make killing some of the bosses in Vanger a lot easier. Okay, so if Madotsuki can make it through this room... Okay, yeah, nice. Managing to sneak there. Looks like that's gonna be a full plus 100. So if she can also get a full plus 100 here, she is at the threshold she needs, and she doesn't have to worry about getting... a flawless walk through the final room before the boss. So it looks like she's on pretty good track here. Also did pick up an extra life from reaching enough points. Not sure what the threshold is. Maybe it was 800. But yeah, there we go. That's 900. That is enough. Just needs to get to the boss and defeat Hakkun now. Okay, is playing a little bit scared of this last guard, though. The guards are honestly really dumb. Like, if they spot you, you can just kind of run past them as long as you're not in the same row. And yeah, there you go. And they kind of get stunned when they get hit with friendly fire like that. So yeah, just able to run right past. And we're into the Hakkun fight with 900 points, so just need to win the fight. Do have to be careful. No extra lives. But hopefully has the ammo. Ooh, stood a little far away and a wall spawned between her and the boss, but... Oh. Okay. We're on 1 HP. This is scary now. Ooh, that was close. Good dodge. And there we go. That's the kill. That is a boss for Cyber Owls as well as the goal here. And that is going to block the bingo threat on column 4, but yeah, at this point, it's still 5-tile advantage for Hewhoamareismyself. This is looking a little bit dicey. Oh yeah, that is also a boss for Hewhoamareismyself. I believe he did fight one of the crawlers, so let's give him a +1 boss. And okay, Madotsuki is now in Overbold. Which, yeah, I think not one of the games she was hoping to be in, given the pre-match comment. But maybe feels like she has to with the possible bingo threat on the bottom row here. Gonna go a little out of the way for this heal on the way to Force Mod, but Force Mod is not far off now. Well, that's a death for Madotsuki here, unfortunately. Oh, getting dunked in the slime. Gonna take a death here, but there's only a couple rooms left to get to Force Mod here, so I think we'll, Hewhoamareismyself will be just fine here. Yep, there we go. Just need to make it to the end of this hallway and then defeat the green drones. Another reset on Overbold for Madotsuki, unfortunately. Okay. Hewhoamareismyself kind of getting sniped a little bit there, going down to 10 HP, but yeah, just needs to kill these drones. You don't want to just fall infinitely there. That gets you caught by missiles like that. And those missiles do quite a bit of damage, so he's got to be careful here. Ideally, you're going to want to just kind of, yeah, like, hover in one spot. Ooh. Okay, dies to another missile, and that's a game over. Yeah, if you just keep looping the screen like that, then you run into problems with just getting blindsided by missiles very quickly coming onto screen. It's not that far of a walk back there, so I'm surprised to see that he's pivoting off of Vanger. But let's see where he heads next. Ooh, that explosion tagging Madotsuki's toe. Campanella 2? What for? Is this really a play to just go kill Rotondo? That's like the only reason to be in here. That, or I guess gold disc. But I don't feel like that's why we're doing this. This is an interesting decision to me. I guess, yeah, just wanting boss credit, but yeah, I just feel like there's better ways to get this done. Alright, that's a gift for Madotsuki there. You know, again, unfortunately not really gonna do anything at this stage. Ooh, nice bomb there, clearing out all those enemies. Yeah, the lure bombs and plenty of extra health though, so this is actually looking pretty good for Madotsuki to pick up this this gold disc. And once she does, that will be every bingo blocked. This bottom row is the only bingo threat left on the board. So we'll at least deny Hewhoamareismyself the potential bingo win if she can get this, if she can see this gold disc through all the way to completion. But yeah, no, I guess this is a just a boss kill. Looks like we're rushing into the Burrows 2 cave to go kill Rotondo. I could see this like working as like I think maybe the play is to then loop in one of the other goals that involves killing bosses. Like you could do the Val Brace very hard, you could do the Ninpeck very hard. You could go back for Overbolt Gold Disc. You could you could reach level 6 in Grimstone and kill Big Alp. Yeah, a little bit of a reach on that one, but okay, well, there's a boss kill. He is staying in this. Is he really going for, like, gold disc and more boss kills? It looks like it. I'm somewhat surprised to see, like, you know, we have, like, Wild Bets on the card. It's sure it's, you know, it's Quibble Race. It has some RNG to it, but, Wild Bets goes pretty quickly if you do well on it. And yet, we haven't seen that touched at all yet. We also got the Slim Tank goal that, it's just 3 sectors. It's 3 late-game sectors, but, Axon's pretty tame. I guess it is does kind of a long-winded start though, which can cause problems if you're dying in the later parts of the level. And soft can be pretty tricky, but craft is just one of the arena levels, pretty much an auto-scroller. Getting a heal here, and okay, we are on the boss for Overbold on the right here, so we're looking at a potential gold disc rolling in here shortly. Said we're out of bombs, so... And it looks like the gun hasn't been upgraded at all, so... This is gonna be a bit rough of a fight. Ooh, especially if you go swimming in lava. But it looks like we might have double upgraded medkits. I think these medkits are spawning pretty frequently. Those bolts do quite a bit of... Ooh, they don't do nearly as much damage as the contact damage, though. Oh, this is really scary. Oh, the lava dip. Trying to clear out this cluster of crab bombs. Okay, gets them cleared. 5 HP. Dodges the body slam. Oh, that's too close to finish shooting out that crab. Oh, takes a little bit of lava damage. Oh, okay. We clear the crabs? Clear the crabs? Okay, crabs are cleared. Another medkit spawns, and there's the kill. Which that is going to be another boss kill. As well as our first gold disc of the match. At this point, I am doubtful that it will come down to that 4 gold disc tile. It doesn't look like either racer is looking to play towards that. Okay, and we're going over to Vanger for potentially more boss credit as well as the Force Mod goal here. Oh, I forgot to update the interface to show overbold. Oh well. Yeah, no, like honestly, I think if you're looking for bosses, I feel like the play's gotta be like Cyber Owls or Caramel's probably the right angle. Vanger's fine too. This Campanella 2 play is a pretty slow play for boss credit. But it does look like he's making fairly steady progress towards that. Oh, okay. There we go. Rotondo 2 goes down. So that is another boss cred. And I believe he has just one boss off. Okay, we're going back into Vanger. Oh, okay, we are trying to see the new pause deck, and there it is! 3rd try, pretty quick. So everything despawned, you can just kind of walk right up. But yeah, Hewhoamareismyself is picking like pretty much the exact right time to come back into this. Into Vanger here, to deny the tile. Although he's very heading the wrong way here. Is he heading for Ramses? Like I guess, but like there's the force mod is right there. And I feel like this is if like after Force Mod had caused problems, I think Ramses is a worse choice. I think if you're struggling with getting Force Mod, you're gonna have an even worse time dealing with Ramses. But, you know, I could be wrong on that. Nope, that's just gonna kill you. What is the idea here? Like the force mod's like 5 rooms away from here. I'm really surprised to see Hewhoamareismyself just blowing it off, just not going for it. I feel like he's getting a little bit too hyper focused on the boss kills. Nice Verde skip from Madotsuki. There's the high five, both runners in the same room for a bit. But yeah, Ramses is a pretty tough boss fight if you're not super Vanger pilled. Oh, and getting blasted by the lightning bolt there. Madotsuki looking pretty good on this run towards the Force mod. Okay, doing a little damage from above there. Okay, half the health down. Madotsuki on the final approach towards the Force mod here, though. Oh, does take the death, though, and is on the last life. We might see some struggles from both racers on getting on this final push to the Force mod, and Hewhoamareismyself is just ignoring that fly for too long. Those flies deal a deceptive amount of damage. They deal 20 health of damage. Like, you cannot just leave those alone. Okay, but Madotsuki's got the right approach for these green drones, and does get the kill, so is going to be able to grab the Force mod here. And yep, there we go. That is Force mod obtained, and we're going to be bailing on that. Oh, this is sketchy for Hewhoamareismyself, I think. Okay, now anything kills from here. 10 health, you can't survive anything that this fight throws at you. Like the lightning bolt right here. Oh, that's... And the fly kills him. Well, at this point, I guess, you know, there's nothing to do here in Vanger other than keep trying to kill this boss, but I just... Like, you could go to an Inpec hard loop. That's, you know, a goal and a guaranteed boss. Like, I don't really like this Vanger play. Meanwhile, yeah, like, this is how Madotsuki can come back from this. If Hewhoamareismyself just spends the rest of this match trying to get bosses from a game that he's clearly not super comfortable with, and Madotsuki just freely scoops up the remaining fast goals, Madotsuki very much can come back on this. And yeah, wild bets here, like, all it takes is, like, one modest win into, like, an all-in on, like, an 8-1 that you manage to force a win with, like, boosters or poisoning or something. Like, you can have 25k in 2 races, potentially. You need some luck. It is Quibble Race after all, but it's not a completely wild amount of luck you need. Some good damage on that cycle there, but... Yeah, honestly, like, what I'd like to see, if Hewhoamareismyself is gonna insist on this Ramses kill, I'd like to see him take his time and just clear out the fly spawners. The fly spawners have been getting him almost every time. It's like not even Ramses that's killing him, it's these flies. Yeah, like, I think that entire life was lost to just the flies. Again, 20 damage per hit. Like, that is a quarter of your health at the, in this state. Okay, some good damage on this cycle, though. Okay, it looks like we're gonna get the kill here. Okay, there we go. That's a boss kill. And yeah, that is 8 bosses. And we're gonna be pivoting over to Disconia. This is honestly looking pretty good for Hewhoamareismyself. Not contested on this Disconia goal. This Disconia goal can be a little tricky though. And Madotsuki unfortunately is struggling a bit with this Quibble Race goal. I'm gonna go for the all-in on Domino, which is gonna be a little rough. Also, sponsoring Snowball, we're looking at a couple of pretty clumsy racers here. I think the odds of a win here are pretty low. Whereas the nose, I believe the nose is just a flat-out, like, across-the-board middle-statted Quibble. Oh, that rock kick, though! The rock kick! The rock kick! Just smacking the nose last second there, and that's Quibble Race. That's Quibble Race. Ooh, Hewhoamareismyself's got a couple of vampires, though, which is pretty nice for this goal. Vampire is a very strong unit type. A bit light on the unit count otherwise, though. Okay, I don't really like this, like, that is, it takes quite a while to adjust your payout there. I guess, you know, it does give you some backup if this goes poorly. Ooh, you can push, okay, not this turn. I was gonna say, you could potentially push the, enemy vampire into that healing potion for some damage, but... Yes, the unfortunate thing is, like, you would love to be able to move that vampire that's in the back lines again and just do massive damage, but, the unit count's overloaded. This is why, you know, I constantly say it is... I cannot stress enough how powerful the leadership, perk is. Because, yeah, now at least you can use the remaining vampire every turn. But, that was a vampire in a good position that if you had been able to use it again, you could have done a ton of damage there. Instead, you just moved the other vampire forward and accomplished not really much of anything that turn. And against Commander difficulty AI, that turn of difference can be a deal breaker. Okay, holding the camera button here to mess with the shot from the Bard here. Yeah, it does still buff a little bit, but here we go. This vampire going to be able to do a lot of damage here, take out quite a few units. Honestly, in this case, you're not really super worried about the Bard because you can use the camera bug to make it whiff on its shots and sometimes even buff you. Does get the kill on the Bard, though. Probably going to be wanting to kill this Golem next. This is actually looking really good now. The rare Commander AI choke just dunking the Night Disc. Yeah, this is a free win now. Just needs to hit this Golem a couple times. Accidentally bonks himself. Okay, the AI is not even using the really strong Golem here. The AI is using the like 1 HP Knight on the front. Yeah, this is a free win from this point. Just finish off the Golem, and then you just need to kill that Knight. I have not been updating the games. I've been in Disconia for a while now. Okay, so I believe we finished Craft Sector, and we're now in Soft Sector. This level is particularly rough without checkpoints. Which, unfortunately, with Slim Tank, the checkpoints do not work. And this part has a really mean, like, yep. Those shock tiles don't activate until you go past that first safe spot. It's really, really mean. Okay, so just needs to kill that one Knight over there, which I think is still on low health. Okay, no, it did get a little healing. You can bounce off the tree in just the right way. You might be able to double hit this. It looks like that's what he's aiming for. It doesn't quite get it, but I think all the healing is off the board at this point. So we're just looking at a 1 HP knight. Shouldn't have any troubles finishing this off. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be an easy kill from here. And there we go. And that is Hewhoamareismyself. 1 tile away from majority victory. Everything left is not the best looking, though. I'm guessing we might see a warp tank race, but no, we're gonna start going for the role player goal. Honestly, I'm surprised we're doing this via Grimstone. I think this is probably the worst choice out of the games, considering the goal selection. Oh, did I... Oh. And there's the confusion about Azon Sector. Although that does unfortunately kind of give, tell he who, exactly what is going on. So, that warp tank race I was predicting is definitely not happening at this point. I don't think there's any world in which he who sees that and decides to go into warp tank having 0 progress on it. And yeah, here's the problem with this level. Is, yeah, you have this very long straightaway at the start, and then you have some, you gotta deal with one of these brain spider things. Yeah, if you die, you have to do that whole cross-sector! It's cross-sector! Let's go! Cross-sector friendship is never over. Blasphemy. But yeah, anyways, I was saying, I feel like Grimstone is probably the weakest choice here. Like, Divers level 3 is a goal, like a goal in itself that sometimes shows up on the cards. And it's like a 2.5 minute goal. The first couple levels in Divers are very fast. And very reliable. You just buy 3 red sticks and a small potion, and you can pretty much 100% get to level 3 on 1 expedition. Whereas Grimstone, like, shoutouts to RNG manipulation. We just banned it for this, as of this week. So you're not allowed to manipulate a guaranteed run through this. And sometimes you just get really bad encounters that kill you. Like, you just roll up to the first encounter, and it's, what is it, like 2 bandits and 4 hawks? Or whatever that composition is. And I think it's 2 hawks, 4 bandits. It's Hawk 2. Oh, that's not where you want to be, Madotsuki. Yeah, you gotta warp across the diagonal there. And we see Crust Sector again. You see, cross-sector friendship is never over. It may, it may vastly just be because the Slim Tank interface sucks horribly. It's a really bad level select UI, but the friendship with cross-sector is never over. Okay, so that's another mole rat down. I think we're currently level... Okay, we're level 3. But yeah, like, we've got, you know, the Valbrace goal that's on the card inherently needs you to, level up twice. Oh, we've got the Hawk 3, Oh, and we just hit the blind shot anyway! You know, this is the worst right here. Wow, the crit! Someone check Hehu's PC. This is wild. Okay. He heard me. He intentionally threw that shot. He turned off his aimbot. Alright, and that's Azon sector done. So Madotsuki up to 9 tiles, but yeah, it's dire at this point. For Madotsuki to bring this back, we need to see all 4 remaining tiles claimed in the 18 remaining minutes. It looks like we're gonna go into hard loop. Oh yeah, see, Hewhoamareismyself, like, this is really far out west to be. This is, this region's gonna have more difficult enemy spawns. He's actually really lucky that all he got there was a single Alp. Like, in this spawn zone, you will see the, like 6 bandit fights and whatever garbage it is. Which, Solo Bowl does not play well with that fight. I imagine we're probably just looking to get to level 4. I think getting to level 5 is going to be a bit of a tall ask. It's going to take a ton of grinding on a solo bowl run. Level 4 is not too bad to reach. A quick reset from Madotsuki after a couple of early deaths. Yeah, goal here is to get 22k, which if you're being pretty efficient about your point scooping, you can get around the like the second bonus area. Yeah, these little purple guys that show up on the hard loop can be a little tricky though. Their kind of slight wiggle up and down can make them pretty hard to hit. We're seeing some problems trying to land those shots. Down to 4 HP, but does get the kill there. Do we see a level up? Okay, that is level 4. And I think that's where you probably leave off on Grimstone. And yeah, we are gonna go pivot off of Grimstone and into Valbrace. Which, yeah, you can just, get to the second throne here, and that'll be it. Like, just, beat the first, use the first 2 thrones. And that will be... role player done. And that will be the game, with a majority win. So, Hewhoamareismyself, coming in for the victory here. Okay, are we having to look up how to cast fly? I think maybe... Okay, there we go. Alright, we got the torch skip. Nice. There we go. That's floor 0 done. Moving on to floor 1. Gonna need, I believe it's... I want to say it's, I think it's 250 essence here. Yeah, if you wanna gate this, I would recommend just resetting the game here. It's just a free MP refill. Alright, some points coming in for Madotsuki here on Ninpak as we hit the first bonus area. Gonna be picking up a few coffees. Looks like gonna hit about 10k here, so a little under halfway to the required points for this goal. Ooh, gets zapped by the lightning there. Really needs to get these shurikens upgraded. It looked like she was maybe on still base level shot, like pretty short range and not able to throw multiple out. Gotta watch this lightning, though. Sandwich coming in, going for it. Okay, losing some umbrella monsters, the Caracassos, but important part is not dying here. Life count is low. Honestly, I wouldn't even try to farm the crowns. The crowns lie to you when you pick them up. They claim to be worth 500, they're only worth 300. Which is not much more than, like, if you just kill them normally, they drop 100 point items. I mean, it is 3 times as much. It is significantly more, but, like, I generally find that if you are in a spot where you're struggling to, like, stay alive, you're running low on lives, it might be better to just kill them, get them off the board. And yeah, like there, that one just kind of fell off the board, and then it's not worth any points at all. This is a little bit tight on space here. This screen's getting a little chaotic. But yeah, we're spawning some crowns, but we're just not in position to pick them up, unfortunately. Alright, so meanwhile, Hewhoamareismyself doing a little bit of grinding here, getting some essence for that first throw. Okay, we're making steady progress on this Ninpak, though. Up to 13k. Under 9,000 points needed to finish this goal out. That was some nice dodges from Madotsuki there. Situation got really dicey, but kept her cool. Stayed alive, and is on to the next spike area, which, if you've got a good mashing finger, there's a lot of points to be earned whenever there's these spike mines on screen. Unfortunately, not doing quite enough damage to any of those spike balls to get those 200 point drops. Okay, 200 essence collected, and that is going to be throw number 1. And we're going up to 4 level ups. Wait.
No?
You need 1 more level. You've leveled up 4 times.
Oh!
I've made the exact same mistake. Alright, so, you know, unfortunately I think Madotsuki knows, you know, it was probably just an off by 1 error on the level ups. Yeah, I could have maybe phrased that better. I'm just like, no, the game's not over. Just type no. Like, yeah, GG? No. It was not GG. Okay, this is getting a little tight here. We are in the final area. Madotsuki still needs another several thousand points. And there's not much game left. You can't get any points on the final boss either. So she needs to be getting some kills here, especially against these laser guys, because they drop the pink 200 point eggs. Oh, and that's a snipe and a game over right at the end. I mean, for what it's worth, it was gonna be really tough to to make it to 22k at that point. Yeah, it looks like Hewhoamareismyself here did not buy the small potion, so but I think just one more kill here. Yeah, this fight should be a level up. Don't recommend splitting attacks like that. It does take 3 attacks to kill an eel, and that just means you're giving enemies an extra turn alive to kill you. There we go.
That's what I get for leaving my abacus under my desk instead of actually using it.
If you watched me versus Cosming, I made the exact same mistake. Like, oh, yeah. I'm level 4 in Grimstone, and I leveled up once.
Yeah.
In Valbrace. 4 + 1 is 5. Done.
That double snipe was really painful.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
There was even more times than you realized that you were into the same game as Hewho, but like 2 minutes after he was.
This was...
It happened with Big Bell Race, it happened with Caramel, but he died to the boss, and then you snuck it out. It was unfortunately just you were making the right plays, but you were always just like 30 seconds late to it.
Yeah, maybe if I hadn't duck it out to get the general progress in Camp 2, I could have gotten Mooncat, but that's probably the play I should have made. But
it's a tough call to make, because like you know,
tough call.
When you're already like that far into Campanella 2, and it's like, oh, there's a gift and a boss and 2 levels, like right there if I just play for another minute. It looks so attractive, but like in the early game when there's still so many fast tiles to claim, like sometimes you just gotta leave abandon the general progress. It's really hard to call though.
Something I gotta learn, I guess. Good game though.
Yeah. Great game. I actually gave Caramel another try, until when you marked it, I was like, okay, well, this is still a boss. I died and was like, okay, screw this. But, like, that moment was when it kind of turned for me.
Yeah, I was actually saying, like, that you were kind of making a questionable play by, like, you wanted the 2 levels in Caramel, but you did your extra level first before going into the goal tile, and that actually came back, that cost you.
Yeah.
I maybe shouldn't have been so tunneled on trying. I was worried about the diagonal bingo, because it's like, okay, you have Valbrace, and then you have, it's very hard, but you have Valbrace, and that's synergy with the role player. So then I'd be stuck in a race for that bingo. So I was like, I'll just try and block the bingos, but that goal messes me up. I messed up. I went into the fight with 850 points, and I was like, oh my god. But I just felt like I had to block bingos, because you had just the center tile and such.
Yeah, center square being a fast, easy goal is scary. Because I was thinking, there's the double in Seaside, there's the double in Mooncat, but I can't let you have center square.
Yeah.
Yep, and you did both immediately race for it, and it was pretty close. Yeah, it actually came down to, Madotsuki was behind getting into Burrows 2, but had more money, and he who found his shop immediately, but only had like 100 coins, so was trying to farm up money before going into the shop, was only able to find like 70 coins. And so it came down to what did the shop have on offer, and it had some cheaper options for him. So,
Well,
yeah, if he'd gotten unlucky, you might have been able to sneak that away. But he did have the cross and the star magnet, which are fairly cheap ones.
yeah, I may have gone too far into the money. Like, I had enough to comfortably.
It's so hard to know when you're racing that.
Yeah, Campanella 2 being a roguelike, sometimes you get to the first shop and it's just like minimum price of entry is 250 to buy anything. Other times you just walk in and there's something that's practically free. Like it's hard to know exactly how much money you need to get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I also had like the kind of Burrows 1 luck where I find the cave and it's next to where the star door will spawn, and also here's 8 stars for you.
Yeah, I didn't have quite that much luck in Burrows 1. It wasn't a terrible Burrows 1 by any stretch of the imagination. It just was not quite that good.
Yeah.
Well.
Considering how it started, you played very well, especially because like a lot of the free quick stuff was gone. And you still,
Yeah, honestly,
holding pace, having to play defense, it's a very difficult position to be in, and it came closer than I think.
Honestly,
I expected, certainly.
I was starting to think that the comeback might happen when you went for the boss rush and got stuck and was... You don't play much Vanger, do you, Hehu? I'm just gonna be blunt here.
I have been known to say if it starts with V, it's not for me.
What boss did you go for in Vanger?
I failed at the Force mod I think just the one time, and I'm just like, you know what, I'll just get Ramses, I'm right here. And it did not go nearly as well as the first couple of times I did it.
I was saying while watching it that I really wished you, would just take the time and take out the fly spawners, because that's what was killing you every time.
I was thinking so much about that, and I'm just like, whatever.
Here are 2 hints. One, if you're going for the Force mod, there's a crawler right 1 room off the way.
I got that crawler.
Okay. Okay, you did. Oh, right, it's because it's 8 bosses. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I needed another boss.
I think...
What I should have done was just go back the other way, but I was already soft committed to the Force mod, and I'm just like, I don't want to do Verde Skip again. It went so cleanly the first time.
I think what you should have done is just gone into Caramel and killed the cookie.
You're so right.
Then you also get the cookie.
You're unbelievably correct.
And then you could just kill the egg too. But yeah,
Okay, that Overbold Gold was an incredible final boss fight, by the way. There were so many times where I was like, oh man, she's so dead. She is so dead right now. And you somehow weaved through.
I did not play that well. I know I should have saved a lot more of my bombs for that. I keep underestimating.
I mean, maybe you're looking back at your resource management, but and saying you didn't play well. But let me tell you, those dodges were sick. You played those your dodge game was on point on that final boss, and it's what mattered in the end.
Yeah,
Overbold treated you better than yesterday.
A little better. I had 4 or 5 deaths, but they were early on enough that it wasn't so big an issue.
Hehu was in it as well for a while and was not having much luck.
Yeah, today wasn't an Overbold day for me. I have days where, I can do Wave 2 at 600 or 700. Today just simply wasn't that.
Overbold is just one of those games where it's sometimes it just kicks your ass. Unless you're really good, sometimes it'll just kick your ass, and it takes a lot to be really good. But yeah, for Ranger, did you game over after the Verde skip?
I saved.
He took the safety save underneath the access code, but
Oh.
died to the green drones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which, yeah, little suggestion, don't wrap the screen around like that. It makes the missiles really hard to predict. You just kind of want to hover at one point vertically.
That makes sense.
It makes it a lot easier.
I think if you're already going for Verde sector and you want another boss, you might as well just kill Y Danger. Like, it's kind of free and it gives you another safety save. It's a little extra time, but you know, mostly because I just hate Ramses. I've only fought Ramses once when I first played Danger, and I remember it sucking ass.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, I think half of what makes him suck are why do those tiny little flies chunk out a quarter of your HP? Yeah. Like, they look like they should do like 2 damage, and they do 20. And they're so hard to hit. They're just... Yeah. I mean, and they do the same thing over in Rakshasa, too. They're awful there, too.
Yeah. I underestimated how hard, the Ninpak goal is, because it's like...
Oh, yeah.
I'm not bad at Ninpak, but...
I am.
I think I've only done the hard loop once, and I was going into it from regular, because it's like... So I have a bunch of extra lives, just stockpiled, so... And I'm also not trying to score. Like, I'm not doing the nonsense with crowns.
Yeah, honestly, the crowns are a little rough to wrangle, especially in the hard loop with the mushrooms now being the fairies that are shooting at you instead of just the stationary bombs. You
really want to farm spikes, I think.
I would almost recommend like not even going for crowns for the most part and just killing them for the hundreds.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, like, if I ever do this goal, or attempt this goal again, that's probably the play, because you just need the safety, and it's like, the score goal is so high, like the couple thousand, that you'll miss from the crowns.
Yeah, I think at the point when you game over, you might have had just like barely enough points left available to make the target. It was pretty tight at that point. But, you know,
is there another bonus area?
No.
Boss, or there isn't? Oh.
Yeah,
that might have been impossible then.
You did still have a few of the laser pigs, which dropped the 200 point ones. That it would have been carried by those if you could make it.
Yeah, I just saw the remaining goals, and it's like, well, these are probably, like, this is probably the only one I can reasonably do before they... Your overbold gold disc was the only gold disc we saw this entire match, so there was no way anyone was getting the 4 gold discs. So, kind of rough selection for 4 gold discs. Like, I guess, you're probably looking at something like, Quibble Race, Big Bell Race, Star Waspir, Barbuda, and Overbold, obviously. Like, I guess Mooncat's fine, too. Mm-hmm.
Mooncat's fine. Potentially Seaside Drive if you're desperate. Like, if you're not feeling Star Wasper.
It gets bosses, at least. Like, you'll get 3 more bosses, but it will take a while.
Hey, Bug Hunter's an easy 5-minute gold.
True.
Yeah.
You just need to get Feloris Bombard twice and have a free job too, somehow.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Just be lucky.
Yeah, just bad RNG is a choice and a skill issue.
I was having a rough time in Bug Hunter too. A little bit, not like horribly, but I kept getting things that aren't Feloris, and it's like it's rough to have like a dragon floosh with this goal.
Yeah, the max energy, like, you gotta be very efficient on your action economy to make that work out. And you did find the line on the last turn when you needed to. So
yeah, it was that was a bit of a big brain moment. The sprint in, like, buy a sprint into collecting 2 more energies and then snipe.
Yeah, no, that was a good, you know, good, you know, well played on seeing that line.
Well, you know what? It is unfortunate that I got like super sniped with the first 3 goals, kinda, because after the 3 warps, I was like, well, I'm already behind on that. I gotta pivot. But I'm proud of how I played most of this.
Yeah, I think you should be. That was a good match.
I haven't practiced a bunch. I haven't practiced that much something. Thankfully, soft sector is one of the few I have practiced, which is good because I hate that moment where there's the laser net, the laser grid that just suddenly shows up and snipes.
Oh yeah, no, that thing is awful.
That's BS. That's BS.
It's some very like old school Kaizo Mario hack sort of things where just something randomly kills you out of nowhere.
Yeah. So, but I kind of sight read Axon, and Craft, but Craft is an enemy rush, which is fine, and then Axon is like it can be tricky. I hate that last warp with.
I think the annoying part about Axon in the context of this goal is it starting with just the very slow roll across the bottom, where there's nothing going on, and then you know, make it most of the way through and die, and now you have to do that that slow roll across the bottom again.
Yeah.
I want you to know, I entered Slim Tank, read the goal again, saw soft sector, and was like, nah, I'll enter it for real and do healing sector instead.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Soft sector is kind of rough.
Yeah, that is the hard goal levels pool for Warp Tank there. You can get other treats like Riot Sector in that pool, which it's shorter but might be worse. I'm not sure. Jury's still out on that. Alright, well, anyway, thanks for coming out and playing. I am gonna move along to something else, so thanks for the good, you know, the good spectacle. That was a fun match to watch. And best of luck in the rest of the season, you know.